the purposes of these videos, I think I'm gonna go by K-Reb. I got that nickname a while ago and it just has kind of stuck with me. But today I am going to be doing a review on the new Fenty products that have not launched. I got in the mail the new, let's see, the new PROFILTR Hydrating Primer, the new KABUKI-BUFF Foundation Brush, the new foundation, which is a hydrating long wear foundation. So for those of you girls who weren't feeling the soft matte so much, who have a little more of a dry skin, Riri came back and did this for you. So they sent me the shades in 420, 430, and 440. I already know what my shade is in Fenty. So supposedly these shades match your PROFILTR Soft Matte Foundation. So if you do wear that, that should be a direct match in these hydrating foundations. So for my video, I do wear 430. I could wear a 420, but the hyperpigmentation in my neck sometimes goes crazy. Sometimes it's like, oh, we love you today. We're not gonna flare up and look 5 million shades darker than the rest of your body. But sometimes it doesn't. So I stick with 430 because it is a closer match to the darker parts of my face versus the lighter parts of my face. So let's get into these. I'm unfortunately not gonna swatch these because I feel like 420, these shades are so accessible in the store that if you really want to go swatch 420 and 440, you can. I just know that neither one of them work for me. 420 makes me look a little ashy and ghosty because of the hyperpigmentation in my neck. And then 440 is just too dark. So today I'm mostly going to be using all of Fenty Beauty products with the exception of my Shayla by ColourPop palette. I'm gonna do a very just natural look today because I really want to focus on the foundation and on Fenty products. So the only two products that I'm not going to be using by Fenty today at all is going to be this makeup palette by Shayla, Proceed with Caution, It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and then my MAC Prep and Prime. And everything else, including the brushes that I use, are going to be by Fenty. So keep watching if you're interested to see this glow that's about to happen. So this is the new hydrating primer, just so you can kind of see it in comparison, of course, because I'm a Fenty whore, I have them all. This is the new matte primer that she came out with this summer, and then this is the mini size of the original primer, which I absolutely love, but I knew that she was coming out with the new matte one, so I invested in some of the mini products that she came out with, which I will be using more of those throughout this video, but I just wanted you to see them all kind of together. They're different colors, so you can know if you do have them all, if you're picking up which one that you're picking up. This one comes out more of a pink, and you're gonna see, and I'm just gonna put this all over my face. Really, 2 pumps is more than enough for me, but I'm just gonna put this all on my face and just rub it in. And again, if you are dry, like this, honestly, is feeling amazing going on my face. I did not moisturize before I put this on, just because I feel like that would be overdoing it with this primer, especially with the foundation, since it is already a hydrating foundation. So yeah, I lied. I said I was only using 3 products that weren't Fenty, but I'm also using the MAC brow set in clear for my brows. I don't really fill my brows in because they just are thick and bushy on their own. So I feel like if I fill them in anymore, it's gonna look like I literally drew a marker on my face. So what I do personally is I set them because they can get a little wild. And I don't over prep them. I'm having a good skin day today with the exception of this mother of living things that popped up. Like, what is that? Like, the day that I'm gonna film, you want to actually show out? Like, just help me help myself. So I am going to set under my eyes with the Fenty PROFILTR Instant Touch Concealer. I don't concealer match with the shades. So everyone knows that Rihanna created the line where you could concealer match with your actual shades. I go a few shades lighter. I wear 390 in the concealer just because I like to brighten and look snatched a little more and not as blended and as even. So I'm gonna go in with this Morph brush. I don't know the number of it. Not even gonna lie to you guys. It came in one of the brush packets that I received from Morph. And I'm gonna go back and blend this all out. So I'll be like, what is she doing? And now usually if I'm doing a dramatic look, I will do this on both top and bottom of my brows, but today it's all about being a natural everyday look. I'm gonna look off camera for a second because I just want to make sure I'm doing this, and it's kind of hard looking in this actual camera to do it. Another thing that I purchased in the minis was the PROFILTR Amplifying Eye Primer. Honestly, I absolutely love this eye primer. I have tried Urban Decay's, I have tried NYX, I have tried the eye pots from MAC, which I absolutely love. Not gonna take anything away from them. But this, oh, I've also tried Morphe, which I love, their products, but nothing compares to this eye primer. So it's a mini, good for travel. Obviously you can get this in either the small. The good thing about getting this mini though is it comes with a midi fly liner by Rihanna, which I will be using later in this video as well. And it was only like $24 for both, which I travel a lot for work, so it's just easy for me to throw these little things into my makeup bag and not have it take up so much room. So I told you guys earlier that I was going to be using the Shayla by ColourPop Proceed with Caution. I actually bought this entire collection, which I might actually do a video on later as well. But for our two colors that I'm going to use, well, first of all, let's just like bathe in the beautifulness of this. Like, Shayla, I love you. If you ever see this, like, I have almost everything that you've ever created, so thanks. I'm going to be using Culture and Maintenance, which Shayla has done several looks with this. It's like her everyday look, her quick date night look with less. So these are the two colors I'm going to use. But if you're interested in this palette, side note, it's only $12. So if you're interested. So this is the first time I'm actually using my Fenty Beauty brushes. I just turned 30, guys. I know I look kind of 12-ish in this video right now. But I just turned 30 and one of my friends bought me a Fenty Beauty gift card. So I used that to get all of the brushes that I didn't already have because I absolutely love her brushes. They're great. They're so soft. But I just didn't have I didn't only have like 2. And so I used that gift card to get an additional 3 plus the beauty blender that she created. So I'm going to go in with Culture on my lid and just put that all over. And as you can kind of see, it's just like a light matte brown. Again, I want to focus on the makeup for this look, the foundation, because that's what this video really is about. But I do want to do a quick, like, natural eye. And so I'm just going to do that the same on this lid over here. Also, this headband that I'm wearing, it's actually from a silk bonnet set. I probably will put the link in this video because this girl makes the most bomb bonnets. Like, she definitely makes the most bomb bonnets. I hope it's showing up on camera how this color is paying off. It's just like such a pretty, like, soft brown, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna go in with the blending brush by Fenty. The brush that I was just using by her is the eyeshadow 200 brush, and this is the 210 blending brush. And I'm gonna go back into that color Maintenance that I was telling you guys about to do my crease, and not a heavy crease, just kind of like soft, blending it out. And so, like, this honestly is like a everyday eye look. Like, you could wear this with anything, especially, you know, if you work in a corporate office and you don't want to do too many colors. This can go from day to night because even with this palette, once you get home, if you want to just add a pop of color to this look, you can. But it's so good for the office. It's so good for everyday wear, in my personal opinion. Also in Shayla's personal opinion, who I absolutely love and adore. But do you see how easy and big these brushes blend for you, girl? Does everyone else like hold their mouth weird when they're doing makeup? Is it just me? Because I don't know, these lips be having a mind on their own. And wait until you see me put on eyeliner and mascara, honey. It is just a whole new world, okay? So yes, this is like the perfect, simplest, like, that's my eyes for today. We're done with that. Okay. So guys, I'm going to use my MILF palette. I don't really like foundation on my hands that much, so I bought this from e.l.f. for like $2. You can put mix or whatever you need to do with that. I think that's great. I'm gonna show you the difference between the two foundations right now. So this is my Fenty PROFILTR Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and the packaging is glass frosted with the same white cap. And then you have the new foundation, which I'm going to be trying today, in 430, like I said, but it's a plastic packaging, still Fenty, cute little white frost going down, but not a frosted glass package. Same heart white top. I'm also going to be using, this is the brush that they sent to try it with. This is a foundation brush 115. It's a kabuki brush. I love it already. It's so soft. It's so beautiful. It's everything that I want. So yeah, let's just get to getting this foundation on. So I am gonna shake it just a little bit just to make sure we're getting out. And I'm gonna start with 2 pumps. That's what I usually use. 2 pumps. That's what I usually use for the PROFILTR Soft Matte Foundation. So I'm gonna test it out and see how it works here. And remember, I did prime my face already. And I don't think I'm gonna set this foundation. So far it is very light. I blend out a little bit to my neck. On camera, I don't know if it seems like it goes down on a little orange, but as you know, with Fenty, it oxidizes a little bit. So, it is actually giving me everything that I need. I'm gonna look off camera. I might do 1 more pump. So I usually do 2 pumps. This is coming out a little weird. It's so hot in my upstairs, in my loft right now. I'm like, ooh. I feel like it's a little, you can tell the glow already. Ooh, you know, I like it because it looks like, it looks like I don't really have on makeup. Kind of, it's like, Okay, so now I'm gonna try my concealer. I keep looking because I have 2 concealers and one is full and one is empty, and I'm trying to, oh, the empty one is still, and the full one is still in the package. So again, I'm gonna go in, I'm not gonna set this. It's supposed to be a hydrating soft matte foundation, so I'm not gonna set it at all. I'm gonna go in with my concealer, which I will set in just 1 second. So again, this is $3.90. I go a little lighter. You'll be able to tell that once I start doing it on screen, that I go a little lighter in this because I like it. That's how I personally like it. Yeah, some people might like their color match, but for me, once everything dries down, this is what I like. Now, I'm a person, some people like to use the foundation blending brush for this, but I am a beauty blender girl for life. And ignore my beauty blender. It's, you know, I used it yesterday, so it's got a little stuff on it. This is the pink beauty blender. Honestly, I don't know what beauty blender puts in these, but I don't care what anyone says. They are definitely different than the average Joe Schmo beauty blenders that you can pick up from the drugstore or from anywhere else, because they do not blend the same. For me, I do like for my beauty blender to be a little wet, so I'm going to use some Matte Fix Plus spray on it, because I think it blends out just a little easier when you do that. That's just my opinion. Obviously, you know, you don't have to do that, but it works for me that way. And so for me, I bring it out to cut the crease of my eyeshadow, whatever eyeshadow I have on at the time. And I feel like it's coming off a little lighter on camera than it's actually coming off on real life. But, oh, if you could see this other side over here. It's exactly what I like. So I also do just a line on my nose when I'm not trying to do like too much. Just to give it a natural contour. Like, I'm not gonna go back in and contour it or anything. It's just like my natural. Okay, so this is my first time using her beauty blender sponge. I'm gonna use it to set my foundation. I mean, not the foundation, my concealer. I am using one of the mini setting pots. I do own a big setting pot that I usually set my whole face with, but since this is a hydrating primer, I'm not going to set my face. I use honey. Honestly, honey is the best for the darker skin girls in the 420s and up, because banana and cashew kind of give you a lighter and honey gives you like a natural lift. But they're all great, but honestly, trust me, if you're 420 up, honey will change your life. Okay. So unlike the big pot of setting powders, it doesn't come with the little lid. It does come with the sprinkle out, and it has been doing pretty good. So I'm just taking her sponge and patting it in there, and I'm gonna set under my eye. I love this for setting. It's shaped perfect for that. This looks so good, guys. Like, I don't know, because I'm so close to the camera if you can tell, but it looks amazing. So I'm gonna let that set for a little while. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Sun Stalker bronzer. So one of the things that I see a lot of the darker girls do is they go straight for the mocha mommy. Well, honey, let me tell you about Coco Naughty. it doesn't look like it's going to snatch our faces to the gods because it looks like it might blend in. But trust and believe, this Cocoa Naughty is the perfect non-sparkle, non-red, true matte brown for girls who are in our range, okay? I'm going to apply that because I feel that goes with my natural everyday look. And I'm going to use the 195 bronzer brush. Again, this is one of the new brushes that I got for my birthday. And if you don't, you know, you guys have seen this packaging. You've seen this. You know what it does. It's, again, Cocoa Naughty, not Mocha Mommy. And I'm just going to go in and... I'm going to use it as a contour. And I'm going to clean up my harsh lines later, don't worry. I also go back in and I just blend that a little bit on my forehead. Now, a lot of people will go back and blend them on their jawlines. But again, I talked to you guys about the hyperpigmentation in my neck. And sometimes that just makes it look super crazy if I try to do the contour on my jawlines. Because sometimes my neck is like, oh, girl, I'm going to give you automatic contour. So I don't personally go back and do that. So I am going to brush off my setting powder now. I feel like I've baked enough. I don't want to bake too much. Again, it's my natural everyday look. I'm not going in with a Sephora brush right now. I'm going in with, I forget this brand, but they sell it in Target. And it works good for getting off my dust when I need it to. Your girl is looking like a 430 queen over here. So as you can see, like, this is kind of the look. It's very natural. It's very soft. The foundation looks great in my opinion. I've highlighted the areas that I like to highlight. I am going to do a little blush. So this is a Killawatt foil in Penny for Your Thoughts. A lot of the girls use this as a highlighter, but I think for girls in the skin tone of 420 and up, it looks the best as a blush on us. I had really got out of wearing blushes, but recently between Fenty coming out with some cute things that I can wear, especially when I brought this, and then just some other brands, I've really gotten back into my blushes a lot. So I am using my MAC 129 blush brush to do this, and I just smile and look at her, look at her. Oh my gosh, like, guys, I cannot wait to take photos with this because I mean, who is she? She's a cute 430 queen. That's who she is. And I haven't even set or put on my eyeliner. And your girl is feeling herself. Okay, so I'm going to set with my MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime. This was a Cherry Blossom, a limited edition one that they came out with. I just love Prep and Prime. Like, I've tried all of the setting. Anything from Morphe Spray to MAC to Urban Decay to Too Faced, and MAC is still that bitch for me. She's loyal, she never varies, and she makes my skin look sickening and smooth and collected when it's all said and done. So it always says like 1 to 2 sprays. Who really does 1 to 2 sprays? Of course I'm going overboard with the spray. So just bear with me, okay? Oh, so of course you gotta let the girl dry down. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and my lashes. I'm gonna put on mascara off camera just because it's really hard for me to do it on camera right now. And then I'll be back to let you see how kind of the MAC has dried and congealed everything together. And we will go from there, girls. So I told you guys I was gonna go off camera and do my eyeliner and mascara, which I did. I used my Fenty Beauty Fly Liner, which I told you came with the mini eye primer. This is a great set. I've loved the fly liner as soon as it came out. I ordered it when mine went dry. Luckily, these new sets were introducing themselves, and so I ordered that. And then originally I said I was going to use my IT Cosmetics mascara, but since this is kind of more of my like everyday work look, I used my Clinique Lash Doubling Mascara, which I swear by this, I love it, especially if you already have long lashes. It's really great for you. Even if you don't have long lashes, it's a really great mascara for you to use. Lastly, I am going to use the Fenty Mademoiselle in THICC, okay? Summer THICC. I got this as kind of a sample with one of my Sephora orders, so but it goes really good to make like a natural lip. I'm gonna go in with my K by ColourPop liner. So Karuchi did a collaboration with ColourPop, and this was one of the products. And I'm just gonna line my lips first because this pink is a little dark and I want to kind of simmer it a little bit. Ooh, hey girl, what your name is? What your name is? What your name is? You have to ignore me sometimes. Oh, she's your queen. Okay, that was more than enough. So this is my finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is officially my first video. When I got this package of the new foundations, I was so excited, and I was like, okay, K-Rab, you gotta kind of kick it in gear and get it together. So if you're interested in more videos from Fenty and different brands that I've purchased and use currently, stay tuned. Subscribe. I guess that's what the cool kids do. If you're a 420 to 430 girl, 440, subscribe, because I will probably test all the products that you want to test against your skin, and I'm here for it. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.